Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Valoramous and greetings from Singapore, the nation, but also the capital city here, Singapore. And today I want to talk to you a little about what you should do as a music producer if you are stuck producing your track in terms of the final mix and master. Now, this has happened to me in the past where I have a track that seems to be going well, and then all of a sudden, or slowly through time, I get bogged down in the mixing process because either my DAW cannot handle the increased CPU load on the track, or I'm losing inspiration with finishing the song, or there are some complex decisions that must be made. I'm not really sure where the issue or the error ultimately resides. So my best tip here for getting through this sort of dilemma and getting through this bottleneck is going to be to create a stems mix of your song. Now, a stems mix will help simplify and economize your workflow. And I know if you're anything like me, you probably hate to do this because it does create initial work up front. However, instead of thinking about starting over per se, you should be thinking about, you should change your perspective. You are actually obtaining a fresh start with this song. So by obtaining a fresh start, you will be able to come in with more or enhanced clarity. You will come in with a simplified amount of, or a lesser amount of decisions that you should make, and then this fewer amount of decisions will help you with paralysis from analysis, and you will bounce stems of the initial project file, and then you will move those stems into a separate project file, and instead of having maybe 40, 50, 60, or 80 different tracks, maybe now you only have 10, 15, or 20 different tracks, and with those reduced tracks, you're now going to have audio print of the files that you created, whereas in the initial project, you're going to have a mixture of audio and MIDI files, but these pure audio-only files will allow you to chop or remove away the silence, and then it's going to simplify the amount of decisions that you must make, because now you have fewer tracks, but you can also visually see the audio and actually where the issue lies. So you may see that the audio cuts off here, there's a sharp drop of volume here, the volumes don't match in terms of the waveforms in a track here, and you'll be able to start fresh, and then this will allow you to effectively remix your own track. So by remixing your own track, you're coming in with a fresh set of eyes, a fresh set of ears, more importantly, with reduced or a fewer amount of decisions to make, and then this will ultimately allow you to push forward and push through that plateau or that bottleneck or that barrier that you're ultimately facing in the initial project file. And if you have an older computer, this is going to help you because sometimes your project will not be able to handle the increased amount of CPU load in the initial project file, and this second stems project file is going to have much less issues and much less CPU problems because audio files always require less CPU than the initial MIDI files. So hopefully this tip will help you if you are experiencing a bottleneck in the mixing stage of producing your songs. If you have any other comments, questions, tips, or concerns, please leave those in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.
3, 2, 1, lose it. Let's get elevated.